Greetings, Northgardians. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Northgard. Episode 3, Pursuing the Viking Scum, Deeper into the Continent. Hogan is reported to have settled in the region. We must strengthen our position while trying to find him. Bonus objective is to hold 6 sheep in sheepfolds, kill all the fallen Valkyrie, and organize 6 feasts.
The sons of Heidrun had been shipwrecked on an inhospitable coast, but we arrived just in time to save them from the fangs of the wolves. Halvar, their elderly leader, was so grateful he swore allegiance to me the moment we met. He readily agreed to share invaluable secrets about survival. Soon enough, we would be taming the wilderness.
Hogan is out there somewhere. We need to find him and kill him. My lord, I understand your eagerness, but we must settle in enough to establish control over the new areas. This area would seem to suit our plans. We should absolutely settle here. Heidrun's followers are tough survivors, so allow us to lay the groundwork for your conquest of Northgard. Halvard is a reliable ally who is equally persistent and composed. Let him honor his debt and prove his allegiance to you. In the meantime, I will take my leave and attend to the business we discussed. Understood? Please travel safely, Bronn. Fare thee well, my lord. I shall return soon. Halvard, you will assist me in this operation. Thank you, young lord. I will not disappoint you. So build a brewery and an altar of kings and reach 500 fame. And then also, of course, sheep and sheepfolds, fallen Valkyrie, and feasts, if I can. Alright, scout camp. And it looks like there is wooded areas kind of all around me, but to the west might be ideal. And it looks like there's a hunting ground to the east. Noted. So Halvard has a special ability called Shepherd. Capture all the wild sheep in the zone, in neutral zones. So zones I haven't conquered that have sheep in them, I can claim the sheep. And I ought to do that in order to get that bonus objective. So this is not a wooded zone, but this is a hunting zone. So let's clear the hunting zone. And then maybe send them out to look for a wooded zone. So I can get the bonus wood. Worst case scenario, I could just just build a woodcutter anywhere. Alright, so we've claimed this area. Drop a hunter lodge in there. Perfect. So this says stone and wolves in the ruins. And this says hunting. As soon as this is done, assign both of you hunters. There we go. 2 hunters. All right, this was not a wooded zone. So what I'm going to do is a stopgap measure of building the woodcutter hut here. in my starter zone, and I might move it at a later time. You, Scout, go search the shipwreck on the coast that I own. And I'm going to have Halvard capture some sheep if I can find them. I don't see any sheep. So there's a new building that he can build, and this is unique to his specific clan, which is the which is where you put sheep, like as a barn, a sheepfold. So we'll get some sheepfolds up, because that's one of the bonus objectives. We also have a draugr tomb spawner. Noted. What are those ugly little critters? I believe those are kobolds. They're a rare sight back on the continent, but they seem to thrive here in Northgard. They are not aggressive, but they do exhibit territorial behavior. They will most certainly attack if we trespass. Would they accept to trade with us, I wonder? So, question for you guys. And give me 1 second to type this up. Should I befriend the kobolds? So for the neutral encampments, you can either trade with them and befriend them, or you can wage war against them and attack them. They're sort of like minor factions, if you will. They're not factions that are, so as you can see in the top left, they're up here. They're not necessarily factions that you have to, like, defeat or anything like that. Where is my pole? Oh, Paul's bug? Let me try to put that pole up again. Yeah, it's like invisible. Well, there's hypothetically a pole up. FYI. So 1 is yes and 2 is no, for reference. Alright, let's go ahead and colonize. I'd like to get this zone, but it has wolves, and I don't have my hero fully healed. So we're just waiting on some wood, I think. Double Doc, thank you for the resub. And we just revealed more of the kobolds' home. So this is like their hamlet area. And it looks like you guys want me to befriend them. Got it. So I won't wage war against them. Alright, I am adding a food silo for the hunters, and then a healer's hut over there as well, so that I can start healing our hero and expanding again. Because I would like to get this fishing zone into the fold, but not with a hero that is very wounded. Because reviving your hero is very annoying, because it costs you like a lot of gold and iron. So don't lose your hero if you can help it. Losing your hero in the defense of your town hall makes sense, because like without a town hall you lose, but there's like almost no other good reason to lose a hero. Hello, Oh, a Valkyrie. Methinks Odin's maids could help us defeat our enemies. Wait, my lord, I'm afraid something's wrong with these ones. Oh, indeed, what a tragedy. It seems these fair creatures have been tainted by some corrupt influence. There is naught we can do but to put them out of their misery. However, we should expect them to be formidable foes. So there are fallen Valkyries here guarding this ruined tomb. Gotta be careful with that. So in this zone, I'll build a food silo, a sheepfold, and a fishing hut to gain a lot of bonuses from that zone. So do fishing first. And I'm going to need another house soon too, so I'm going to need to make another claim elsewhere. Maybe a claim over here to get the stone, but a claim so that I can, you know, start expanding houses, because I don't want to spend 100 coin for that. Because soon I'm going to be ramping up my military, and I'm going to want all the coin I can get for military reasons. As soon as your scout gets hurt once, it's worth resetting them before they get killed, because if they get hurt again, they die. So usually once the scout wraps up the mission that they're working on, I like swap them into a new role, because keeping them out there is a large risk to their health. So we'll have him become a builder, building that food silo instead. All right, I also just the lore. Just like last time, the tech tree is slightly different here. So we've got spare tools. Tools improvements no longer cost iron, which is pretty big if we have a smithy. Then we just cost gold, which is insane. And then it also allows your sheepfolds to make new sheep. So I think, in this case, sharp axes to either spare tools or amenities is ideal. What lore to get next? Tools or amenities? And I'll have you vote between the two. The poll's still hidden. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the poll. It's like invisible or something. But one is tools. For tool improvement, no longer costs iron, so it's just gold. And 2 is amenities, allowing me to have more sheep for the sheepfolds. You could choose between the two. Alright, we added this ruin zone, and I'm going to build a... Okay, I see the stone. I'm going to build a mine there to start exploiting the ore. I'm also at my house max, so I'm also going to want to build a house over in this newly added zone as well. Because yes, they're screaming that they don't have houses. I know. Enemy sailors have explored the zone, so they know where I am. Got it. Ooh, winter. Well, we're still in the positive for both food and wood, so I don't really need to worry immediately about this. Just keep an eye on it. That's mostly because we've like built food silos and have as many fishermen and hunters as we can. Alright, looks like you guys want tools now. Got it. That will be the next thing I get with the lore. So once I have the wood, I also want to build a sheepfold and put it here. And I have 3 sheep to put in the sheepfolds, and that will help with our food income as well. We've built a new house, so we're going to be getting more villagers immigrating in. And soon we'll have an income of stone, so that we can start upgrading buildings. Now my coin is starting to go into the negative. I have a lot of coin banked, but we're gonna want to be able to. We're gonna want to start generating coins somehow. Maybe trading with the kobolds. All right, Lore, you go build that sheepfold. And then this scout needs to reset because they're wounded, and next time they're wounded on scouting, they'll die. So we'll bring them back into the fold. Alright, tools it is. So given that I've gotten tools, I think it stands to reason that we should get a smithy up soon, and also like a source of coin. Between the both, we'll be able to have much stronger units. Alright, this scout. Come and reset. And then this. So the way to use sheepfold is pretty straightforward. You just send sheep to the sheepfold. They go inside, and that's it. Alright, you villager, become a scout, and let's open up this ruin too. Can you research both options? Yes. It becomes incrementally more expensive the more research you get. So while you can research both options, you should pick and choose the research that you want to get carefully because it gets harder to afford everything. But there we go. Now we have 1 sheepfold. So we need 2 more sheepfolds. Or 1 more sheepfold with the upgraded sheepfold research. I'm actually going to develop this zone so that I can put another sheepfold here where we have another silo. Alright, I think there was a sheep over here I can capture to stick it in the other sheepfold. And once we hit 10 stone, we'll be able to upgrade, well, with wood, we'll be able to upgrade our town hall. Oh, we just made contact with another faction. Young lord, we have spotted men from another clan. I think you're going to relish this. What? The goats survived? I thought we ended up in the wool. I thought they would have ended up in the wolves' bellies. Halvard, you seen our billy goat? You really are tough meat. Surrender now and I'll spare you. No one is going to surrender, Hogan. Not even to you. Not even you will be given the chance. You killed my father, prepare to die. High King's son here too? Oh my. Nothing quite like, according to plan, thought I'd kill you, but no matter, no longer, I'll finish the job now. Overconfidence will only make it worse for you. You've accomplished but one thing, making more enemies than you already had. Change of plans, our objective now to destroy his outpost. So. And then they warned that we're going to be harassed. So we should improve our scout camp to perform reconnaissance on them and build defensive towers to defend against their raids. Ooh, there was 2 sheep here. Alright, next thing I am gonna want is some sort of source of coin. And... oh, Lore Master, run! And then a bit of a military. Alright. Industrious is assign more sheep per sheepfold. And then this is make new sheep appear. Ooh. I'm gonna do industrious. So I'm just one sheep away from being done. Of the goal of 6. Alright, I'm gonna, let's see. That doesn't have a lot of strategic value. I want to clear out the draugrs here. The problem is I don't have a lot of room for camp, so I'm gonna do an axe throwing camp in this region so that my hero can have some backup, because he's not going to be able to solo draugrs. That's going to get him killed real fast. And then once this source of stone is exhausted, I can replace the mine in this region with like a marketplace or a trading center to be able to trade with the kobolds to befriend the kobolds. Sheep, like, there's something wrong with the sheepfold, like they can't get in there. So I'm going to delete it and then build it again. Because this has like sheep 3 of 3 and this has sheep 0 of 3 because like they couldn't get in or something, I don't know. So 2 axe throwers. And 2 axe throwers plus our hero should be enough to clear out the draugr camp. If I'm careful. Once I've got 100 wood... oh! Pull back. I'm under attack by Hogan. So they're going to be launching periodic mercenary attacks on me. Harassing me like this. And what I ought to do is to deploy some towers to be able to thwart them. Which costs coin, of course, that I'm currently a little light on. So generating coin is sort of my next goal. I could claim up here, but I really don't want that zone. It's not like strategically valuable. Oh, portals leading to Helheim have been opened. So, if you look at the minimap, you can see that there's like purple portals there, and that's going to be a monster spawner soon. So we're going to have monsters popping out there to attack me. Alright, we got a new zone. Perfect. Got some iron, got some stone. Can you claim the merc ship? No, it just indicates where they're attacking. Gives you direction. Town Hall is now tier 2. I'll probably do food silos once I have the coin for it. I know that my coin is basically nil. I may not be able to wait for the miners to exhaust this before I set up a trade post. We'll see. All right. Upgrade again. Let's go ahead with medicine. Because if they're going to be harassing me regularly... Ooh, and I'm a Thane. Gives 2 free sheep. And you can have an additional sheepfold, and their food production is increased. Alright, now I have 6 sheep and sheepfolds. Done. So the other ones is kill all the fallen Valkyries and organize feasts. Let's do a feast now. Got lots of food. One of the reasons why I'm focusing so much on food production is for those feasts, they're kind of expensive, so we're going to want a lot of food to go with it. And the feast does help me to build up a little coin, so it's keeping me from bottoming out in coin. Alright, mercenary boat is cleared. This mine got destroyed, or rather it got exhausted, so now we can put a trade post there. Oh no, my hunters. Actually, it was my healer that died. I'll hire another healer. And this trade post will offset the negative crowns we have. And I can organize another feast. Because we need to do 6 anyway, so might as well. Alright, with this trade post, we have a lot of wood that we can trade to the kobolds. I'm doing wood over food because we're using food for feasting. So now we're making some real coin selling wood to the kobolds and befriending them as a result. And that's what you guys voted on. Alright, you go mine the metal. And then I can start upgrading buildings, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my military buildings as a priority over my other ones. So let's go ahead and get some shield bearers. So I'm going to build a shield bearer camp here. And then I'm also going to want to get a smith. Because I do have the like spare tools. Tools no longer require those kind of resources, so I'm going to build a smithy there as well. And take advantage of that lore tech. Now we're almost at 18 pop, and they're going to start requesting houses be nicer. Yet another feast. Okay. Let's go and upgrade our axe throwers once we have the coin. Taking a look at what we've got. Let's do weaponry. Now that we're starting to wage more war against Hogan and his men. Speaking of which, they are harassing the hell out of us. Our merchants are getting ganked by his goons. Okay, we survived that raid. I'm gonna have the smith become a metal miner until I have a bit more coin. Oh, crap. I had a scout die scouting. I hadn't orchestrated his survival all that well. And I lost a... Oh, no, I didn't. Thought I lost someone, but I didn't. Alright, you are going to become a shield bearer once I have the coin. Much like everything else, there is a exponential cost for feasting. So every time you do a feast, the next feast is more expensive. Hence the why I have an insane amount of food income, because trying to hit that goal without would be very, very difficult. Hey, Man, how's it going, man? Thank you for the raid. You're playing Mine Mogul. Tell me about it. And did you like it? How's it going? How is your December? Alright, now that we have 2 axe throwers, 2 shield bearers, I am going to start to clear out the Valkyries. Alright, let's start with the draugrs in this zone. This is a wooded zone. I would like to claim it and put my woodcutter here instead. That would be ideal. So colonizing there for wood production. I think hydroneer, but only all underground. Pretty spread out map. Interesting. I would not have thought, given the name, that would be what it's like. But cool. Sounds intriguing, at the very least. Woodcutter Lodge. Now this Woodcutter Lodge is like kind of out in the open. It's going to be harder to defend. Speaking of defense, the defense towers are like rather expensive to build, but I'm gonna spend the coin for them because it's gonna help defend our borders. Oh, speaking of which, we're literally suffering a raid right now. I thought I could manage that. I could not. Run! Okay, they stayed alive. Cool. Now, for the inhabitants, let's get a brewery. And I don't really have a good spot for it yet. But the new zone that we just added, I'll stick a brewery there. It's a kind of a weird spot for it, but it'll work. So I lost another healer. Or no, actually, I didn't lose a healer. No one died. The metal deposits have been depleted, so you are going to become woodcutters. And then this guy will become a brewer. So I have a lot of resources to upgrade tools with and the like, and I just need to commit to doing that. Don't worry, I know. Alright, happiness is back in the positive because of the brewer. And let's start clearing out the Fallen Valkyries. That is another one of those bonus objectives. And I'm going to upgrade this house so we can have a larger... Oh! One of my troops just died to the Valkyrie because I wasn't watching. Okay. So one of the Valkyrie tombs is cleared. And there's 2 more Valkyries over here. And this is a better zone to take because it has a geyser, which makes people happy and reduces the wood cost for the winter. Because it's like, you know, hot springs. So I lost a shield bearer? No, I lost an axe thrower. So let's, replace the axe thrower once I can. I need a little bit more coin. What I could do is I could upgrade the merchant's hut. So there's more merchants working in it. And that would help to increase the amount of money that I have available to me. There we go. And that way I'll be able to afford more troops more quickly. Definitely, I shouldn't take my eye off the ball when I'm fighting NPCs. I lost a miner to wolf. I don't have any miners right now. Like, anywhere. I've got 4 wood. Oh, crap. Run! There we go. My merchants shall survive. Thank you for tuning in to Northgard, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Vikings.